Welcome back to episode 4 of Wisdom Wednesdays. And I thought long and hard about this one, y'all. I sat out into the sun, I meditated, and I was like, okay, how am I going to bring forth this message? And this is what I got. Self-care. Your lack of self-care is tying you up, tripping you up spiritually. I see so many deeply spiritual people, amazing people who are just trying to figure out life while also navigating the relationship with themselves, their families, the world around them. They're like, man, I do this, I do that in terms of their practice. They're consistent, but they feel like life is a mess. They feel like there's something that just pulls me back. There's something that weighs me down. Every time I get ahead, I just can't seem to stay there. And I truly believe that a lot of this has to do with a lack of self-care, okay? I just released a podcast episode yesterday about enabling and how you have to be very, very careful about who you let give you advice, because some people only know how to enable you. They do not know how to give you sound advice because they do not see a problem with their behavior. So why would they see a problem with your behaviors, especially if that is how you guys connect and that is how you bond? You have to be the one to care about yourself enough to say no. To care about yourself enough to change the behaviors that are contributing to your lack. Whatever lack is happening in your life, a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-awareness, a lack of finances, a lack of confidence, whatever is contributing to your lack, you have to be the one to set that boundary. You have to be the one to change. You have to be the one to change. Your lack of self-care is the reason why you cannot produce spiritually. There's a lot of people who are confused. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. I feel like I keep up with this. I feel like I do this in this area. But really, you forget that you are the biggest, greatest tool. The crystals, the sage, the everything else that comes with it that is a material possession that you can hold, those are tools, which is fine. They're great, they're amazing, but you're the biggest tool, okay? You are what do they say? Our body's a temple. You are the sanctuary, the holy temple, and the dwelling place of everything that is divine. You have to take care of your vessel. You have to make sure that everything that is in your temple, is operating how it should be operating. Get this. You are dedicating yourself to your business. You're pouring everything that you have into making this business work, okay? But for some reason, the clients aren't coming in how they should. The finances aren't moving how they should. You don't feel how you should. And you're looking around wondering why. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Whole time, your spirit team is trying to tell you that they need you healthy, sane, and sound to be able to move along your path the way that you were supposed to be moving along your path. How are they going to communicate with somebody that can't decipher their own intuition in somebody else's voice, feelings, thoughts, and emotions? How are they going to communicate to you when your house is a mess? And this is not about judgment. This isn't about living up to somebody else's standards of clean or neat or orderly. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about aesthetic. We are talking about in ways in which your team has been telling you to get rid of that thing, go over and scrub that, wash the floor down with this, open a window here. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. It's not that the information is not coming to you. It is because there is a lack of self-care that is present in your life. Again, this isn't about judgment. This isn't about sitting high and mighty. This isn't me getting on the camera and telling you what you're doing wrong. I'm telling you what you need to do right in order to produce. The end result is about producing. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. The end result is for you to thrive. Okay? So you have to start caring about yourself. A lot of times we look for a reason why. Why should I change? Why do I have to do this? Why should I? Right? You are your reasoning. You are the reason why. You're not where you want to be. Life is not looking how you want it to look. There's a lot of things that are going to be out of your control, okay? So a lot of things that are happening to you are not your fault. They are out of your control. But once you are faced with adversity, it is then about how you are going to move forward within that adversity, because we love to try to pray it away. And that's just not the reality, and that's just not how things work, because you have to get your lessons, the lessons that you were supposed to learn. You're supposed to get them through adversity, through struggle. Also, this helps you avoid adversity and struggle in the future. You know what I mean? Because once you go through it, one, you know how to get through it easier. And number two, maybe you know how to avoid it. So you don't want to pray the adversity and the struggle away. You want to be able to move through it. You want to be able to get through it. And how you get through it a lot of times is by taking care of yourself. Okay? I can give you tips. I can give you tricks. I can tell you that this is one way to take care of yourself. You don't need me to tell you that. You are your own individual living your own life along your own unique journey and path. My way and the ways in which I need to take care of myself is going to be different than the ways in which you need to take care of yourself. This is about clearing a path so that you can listen. This is about clearing a path so that you were able to receive. This is a lot of what this energy is about as well. It's about receiving. Each and every person has been presented the beautiful opportunity to be able to receive through connection, through community, through many of different things that the universe is positioning you to and aligning you with in order to receive. So this is your receiving season. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes there's so much clutter from people, places, and things. There's so much clutter. There's so many things. There's so many memories. There's so many feelings. There's so many thoughts. There's so many stuff that is just preventing you from being able to have a clear energetic pathway to be able to receive. Okay? So self-care is, let's say that something tells you not to eat until 12 p.m. Maybe that's a struggle for you. Maybe that is hard for you. Maybe you find that difficult. On the other side of you being disciplined enough to listen, there is always a reward. There is always a reward. Always. Even if it's somebody that, I don't know, they're like, okay, that person behind you paid for your meal. You know what I'm saying? It's reaping good karma. It's reaping good karma. It's shifting, because we're all able to transmute. We're all able to shift the energy in our favor when we listen. When we listen, right? We're all powerful. So let's say that, your meal gets paid for because you listened that day and you decided that you weren't going to eat until 12 p.m. and Spirit rewards you in some way. You get what I'm saying? So it comes in the little ways like that, the ways in which we listen to take care of ourselves with the intention to care. You have to care. And a lot of people, honestly, they do not care. Maybe you're one of those people that's like, girl, I'm just trying to, here for a good time and a long time. That type of mentality, that sort of mindset is going to take you out of here sooner than you were supposed to. Period. You're pumping your body with so many things to drown out the feeling, to drown out the voices. And I'm not talking about mental illness, to drown out the voices that are guiding you you're trying to avoid change. At the end of it all, that is what you were trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid change. You want the benefits of the change. You don't want to go through the adversity and the hardships of what it means to actually change. And that is what I am trying to get you past. I'm trying to push you, gently nudge you past the fear of change. We are going to have to change. You are going to have to change. Life is going to change whether you like it or not. Wouldn't you rather be prepared? Wouldn't you rather be swimming with the current instead of against the current? Right? So the gateway to that, the secret, the keys, the sauce, I'm giving it to you. I'm handing it to you, Bookie. Take it. It's taking care of yourself. You're trying to handle it and you know you can't handle it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You need somebody to talk to and you're not reaching out to nobody. You're not looking for a new community. You're not looking for new connections. You're not building no bonds because of past experiences, because people did you wrong, because you're holding on to all your hurt and your trauma and your pains. You're acting like a child. You're acting out of your your wounded childlike self. Grow up. Grow up. We have to take care of ourselves. We're the parents now. We're the parents. And then we say all the time, like, is this like for real? We being punked? Like, we're the new adults? We are. Unfortunately, we are. So just like the mother tends to her child, and the mother nurses that child, and the mother and the father, I mean, not leave out the daddies. Shout out to the good daddies, okay? Not leaving y'all out. Just as the parents nurse and tend to and nurture that child, you become your own parent at some point. If you're like me, you that's a literal thing. You are responsible for yourself, and maybe you don't have much in terms of actual parental figures, so you have to take care of yourself. You have to parent yourself. You have to decide, okay, I'm here now. This is what life looks like. What changes can I personally make? Right? There's a lot of things that are going to be outside of your control. There's going to be a lot of things that happen to you that are not your fault, but you're here, right now. How can I take care of myself? Because watch how God do. Watch how God move. I like to look at it like this. We're all trees, okay? You think that it's just you. In your human consciousness and your human perspective, in your mind, you may be very individualistic. You're like, I'm living my life. I'm the main character syndrome. It's only me. And I'm you're living in that space, right? You're a tree. Do you know that trees have an underground network? When one tree is sick, another tree sends nutrients to that tree in order for that tree to thrive and be healthy, fight off parasites. All of that stuff, right? Why would the universe, God, the creator, give an abundance of substance, of nutrients to a tree that believes that it is by itself? To a tree that is not willing to give to the rest of the network? Do you get what I'm saying to you? You're gonna greedily gobble down all of that nutrients, all that substance. I'm gonna just save it for myself because it's only me. But you don't even realize, if you would have just gave that nutrients to the other network, that network would have gave it back to you times 10. They would have been like, this tree over here sent me nutrients, they sent me substance, and I noticed that they're sick. Let's band together, y'all, and feed this tree back to life. You have to reach out to people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to reach out to people. You have to connect with people. And I know, look, if anybody knows me, crown me queen introvert. Introvert or extrovert, that is literally me. Crown me the isolation queen. I'm going to be 100% real with you. I don't think that I've ever really truly experienced true loneliness because I love my own company. It's me and God, baby. Always has been. Love it. Thrive here. But I am now in a space where I understand I want to connect with people. I love people. I love my community. I love my friends. I love my family. I love this world around me. I want to give, but I also want to receive. Hello. Equal give and exchange. You have to be open. This is about opening your heart space so you can receive the nutrients and the care and the love that you need. But this all starts with yourself. This all starts with yourself. You have to acknowledge that you were sick. You have to acknowledge that you were not well. You have to acknowledge that you need somebody to talk to. You have to acknowledge that you were doing and participating in things that are contributing to where you are today. You have to be honest about the fact that you're making poor financial decisions. You have to be honest about your mindset, maybe being a little childish. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to start to care. You have to start to care. And then that will translate into your actions. Once you accept mentally that maybe you don't care and you need to care. Like, if not anything else, you need to care about yourself in certain areas of your life. Okay? Once you acknowledge that then opens a way for that to manifest in your material. Your business starts going up. You start making more and more connections with people. Come on now, the possibilities are endless. Whatever you are desiring, it is there. It is available to you, but you have to first care. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself deeply. Know what it is that you need. If you feel like you don't have nobody, baby, I am telling you, you are around the wrong people, around the wrong things, doing and participating in things that are to your detriment. There are people, communities, and support out here, but they can't care about you more than you care about yourself. So this was today's episode, and it is about self-care. I hope this has helped you in some way, and untie yourself spiritually. Hexing and cursing yourself. I'm broke, I'm poor, I don't have this, I don't have that. Girl, I'm just gonna turn up and have a good time because my life is going to blah, blah, blah. Spells upon spells upon spells upon heavy witchcraft, upon heavy dark magic that you are placed upon yourself because you just keep speaking that reality and you keep speaking that existence. And then you do behaviors that contribute to that. And then your behaviors sometimes allow spirits to enter your vessel, quite literally. So, unhex yourself, uncurse yourself by caring about yourself. I love you. I care about you. Care about yourself.